Hi, I'm Alejandro Saab. I'm the voice of Yuri in Fire Emblem Three Houses, Shallot, and Dragon Ball Legends, and I'm here with Anime Impulse. When I was in high school, or starting out of high school, my friend, we used to do a lot of machinimas. One day he was like, hey, could you voice a cop? And I'm like, you know, I'm 14 and I'm still going through puberty, right? Like, I tried to do the voice, but I was like, no, this doesn't sound right. So I'm gonna add a pitch filter. And it was just like,
so Santa Arachne was finally...
And it was terrible. It was absolutely awful. But a year later, he asked me if I kept using that pitch filter. And I was like, no. And he's like, well, your voice is deeper now. And I was like, well, probably because puberty. In all seriousness, like, that was kind of like how I found out about voice acting. And I got interested in it more. So I tell my friend, like, I remind him, I was like, one of the reasons I'm here is because of you. And he still doesn't believe me. That, like, cop voice that I use, I've used in My Hero Academia as Namasasuke Uchi. I've used in Attack on Titan as, like, Bits. I've used it here and there everywhere. So, and he still doesn't believe me. It was hard. It was tough. It was, it was so funny because, like, some people knew, and I was like, how do you, I didn't tell anybody. It was one of those surreal moments, very much like how it was with Shallot and Dragon Ball. Because I remember when I got the audition, I was like, my siblings were visiting from out of town, and we were at, like, the Santa Monica Pier, and we were just chilling. And I was like, yeah, like, I mean, it'd be cool if that ever happened. And then it's like, yeah, we'll see. And they show up, and we're supposed to go to Disneyland that day. And I was like, hey, can we go to Disneyland late? I got a thing. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I go in, and I see the audition, and I was like, I think this is Three Houses, but I don't want to say it's Three Houses. Like, in my head, I was just thinking, oh, this is probably like Fire Emblem Heroes or something. Never did I think I was Yuri. I thought, oh, I'll probably be Balthus. Because that's usually where, like, my voice kind of lands. Like, I'm usually playing, like, the older brother and, like, the cocky dude, but no, Yuri really took me by surprise. So, but I'm really glad I got to be Yuri, because he's really cool. Keeping it a secret was one of the hardest things I had to do, because I'm genuinely surprised at how early it came out. Because originally it said that it was up to April 30th, I believe, when Wave 4 was supposed to come out. So I was like, I'm probably gonna have to wait till April. It's fine. But then in February, they're like, nope, comes out in March. Or no, it was January, and it came out in February. That's what it was. And I was like, can I tell people now? I emailed the studio, and they're like, well, if it's out, it's out. And I was like, that's not a clear answer. I guess I'll wait. I'll wait. And wait. That was the most agonizing month. Just waiting. Day after day to be able to talk about it. I do like the Yuri on Ice one, where it's by Helene, where it's Yuri on a literal piece of ice cube. So it's Yuri on Ice. And in my second route of Fire Emblem Three Houses on twitch.tv/KaggyFilms, I'm kidding, I'm not streaming it, but I am playing it, I called my Byleth Ice, because I'm gonna romance Yuri. So it's gonna be Yuri on Ice. I'm gonna fuck myself, huh? Anyway, back to fan art. My favorite fan art, I would have to say, is seeing all the what if supports for Yuri. I can't really pick one, but I love seeing, like, people having Yuri and Ash together. I just love seeing those kind of supports. There's one specifically, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but Ash is, like, I think trying to confess to Dimitri or has a crush on Dimitri. It's something like that, and Yuri's like, oh, so what's the dish? What, are you in love? And Ash just starts to blush. It's like, oh, you gotta tell me everything. And then there's this other one of, like, they're trying to get through this door, and Sylvain's like, Yuri, do something. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna need your credit card. And Sylvain's like, all right. And he's like, great. Yuri puts it in his pocket. All right, Balthus, kick down the door. It's great. I love seeing all the different fan art, so it's really hard to choose one specifically, but thank you for all the fan art, because I love it all. And please link me on Twitter, at KaggyFilms, K-A-G-G-Y Films. Link me your art. I love it. My Smash rival, oh boy. Billy Kometz is definitely up there in Smash rival. I'm not amazing at Smash, by the way. I'm just really good at trolling I'm really good at playing characters people are not used to playing. I used to play Incineroar a lot. Then I played Banjo. And if you just toss grenades left and right, then you're gonna annoy someone eventually. But now I'm playing Byleth, because I gotta represent Three Houses. But I haven't gotten the chance to play Billy with Byleth, so that'll be really interesting. So Faye is up there, but I feel like she's not more a rival, she's more like the overlord, and I'm just like, hey, don't crush me. Then there's Eddie Correa. I can take him. I haven't played against Zach Aguilar, and we've talked about playing. I'm an okay player. If like Faye is up here, and Billy's like here, I'm like about here, I'd say. Man, if I get him with Byleth.
Listen, just come through, we'll get it set up.
Let's go, baby.
Y'all couldn't see it at Anime Impulse.
Pro Controller.
Yeah.
Pro Controller is garbage
That
at Smash
sounds
Brothers.
like a bad
So
fucking
is
player.
Alejandro.
Alex Lee. You know what you did. You little shit. In all seriousness, when it comes to things that bring out the quote-unquote demon in me, just people screwing over my friends, which is, I know that's like a wholesome answer, but like, it genuinely just pisses me off when people try to take advantage of others. So yeah. Alex. The people that inspire me, it's so interesting. One of my buddies, Zeno Robinson, absolutely inspires me. When I first met him, he was always like, man, I just want to be able to do anime, because he just wasn't getting a lot. But now, like, that's all he's doing, like left and right, and I'm just like, good for you, man. Like, I'm really proud of him. Seeing like all my friends like killing it out there, whether it be like my girlfriend Hayden Davio or Amberly Connors or Damon Mills, Howard Wang, just to name a few. They just inspire me to do better, because I see them like going after what they want. It gets my blood boiling, but like in a good way. Not like it's like, oh, I'm mad, but like in a way it's like, yeah, I want to do that. And even then, like, I have buddies who are on like YouTube. I have a buddy of mine, his name is Afro Senju, or like Lotus Asakura, Rhyme Style, like just my boys see react and seeing them all succeed. I just get inspired by a lot of my friends. So it's hard to pinpoint one specifically. Ooh, best anime shiv, hot take. Ooh, hot take. Oh boy, all right. So, just because I love to piss off the My Hero Academia community, and I love My Hero Academia, huge fan, I really do. But Bakugo no Chako, it's great. I love it. Why? I don't know, it just makes sense. And I love that people's argument is always like, how dare you? That doesn't make sense, he's evil and abusive. I'm like, he's not really abusive. They fought in a tournament and they were supposed to. Also, Vegeta and Bulma are together. Sasuke and Sakura are together. I think he's got a shot. But also that means that Deku and Todoroki can be happy together. It's fine. That's really difficult because they're all best boys in their own ways, right? I mean, you have Uno, he's just a charming goof, but like he's that good boy. And I mean, look at his luscious strawberry banana-like hair. Igarashi and Kiss Him Not Me, you could like push him to the side. Like he's okay. He's okay, he's not best boy. Yuri's up there. I think it'd be like a tie between like Yuri and Uno, in my opinion, for sure. Going from fan to being in Legends was really weird, just because I grew up with Dragon Ball. I had been watching Dragon Ball since I was 3 years old, and I originally watched it in Spanish, and I had seen all of Dragon Ball Z and GT all in Spanish. It's really cool getting to be a part of this universe, even if it isn't like an original character, like not in the show, but like in the game. It's surreal to me, just especially like how fans have like reacted to Shallot. It's really cool. And like, I mean, even the producer and the director of the game can attest of how much of a fanboy I am. Because I remember when I was told, it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be going Super Saiyan 3. I like literally was a fanboy in the booth. Like I was like, yeah! And I was like, wait, are we changing the voice? You want me to change the voice? I'll do it. Like, just tell me, I could say it. I'm a Super Saiyan 3. Is that what you want? Is that what we could do that? Are we doing it? And they're like, yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I like it. It's weird, but it's cool. I think one of my favorite arcs overall in the span of all of Dragon Ball might have to be the Demon King Piccolo in the original Dragon Ball Saga. I don't know, I just really thought it was like, because that was like the big like bad, you know, like and we hadn't seen anything from there. And then when Z comes around, everything is just ridiculous. And then when Super comes around, it's just like, what is even happening? What are power levels? Who cares? Thinking of all the characters, it would probably be a tie between, and this might be a little biased, but I would say Yuri and maybe just Ferdinand von Aegir.
I am Ferdinand von Aegir.
And the reason I say Yuri is because the makeup world is really ridiculous. Like, yo, I can't. But I feel like Yuri has enough of the sass and enough of that, like, the glamour to succeed in the makeup world. And Ferdinand von Aegir, you know, he's kind of like, he's got the looks that will attract people, but he's like a bit of a fool sometimes. Sorry, Billy. So Ferdinand would definitely do like a vlog style, like series. He's like, all right, this is what we're doing in it. Like his intro would be like, hi, I'm Ferdinand von Aegir, and today I'm gonna kill this beast. Oh no, Professor, help! But anyway, make sure to like and subscribe and join the Ferdinand von Aegir squad. And let's see what happens in the Black Eagles, the next video. So yeah, we've gone to war. The other one I think that would do really well is Ignatz. If he just copied Bob Ross and just did that kind of stuff, you know, I think he'd do great. Ooh, what's my favorite game? Say less. All right, my favorite game of all time to this day, and I play it yearly, is Psychonauts. Psychonauts is this 3D platformer that came out in around like 2005. It is so good. It is all about diving into the human mind. And each level in this game is literally you end up getting this little door, which you would essentially stick in people's faces, like put it on their forehead, and you would literally dive into their mind, into their consciousness, how they view the world. And it's so cool because you have people who used to be in the military, you have people that are conspiracy theorists, so their world is warped. You have these like artists, so their world is like painted different colors. It's so cool, but there's always like a hidden gem underneath each world. Psychonauts. Favorite game of all time. You should play it. It's only 10 bucks. This is not a sponsorship. I just really love the game, and I feel like everybody should play it. I'm still waiting for Psychonauts 2. And apart from that, Persona 5, baby! Persona 5, and I can't wait for Persona 5 Royal. Oh my God, also Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah. It's so funny because I don't think I have an original JoJo pose. I might have accidentally blended Joseph's and Jonathan's. Because I always, whenever someone tells me it's like strike a pose, I always do one of like these. And I'm just like, what the, because I know Jonathan does like one of these or whatever, and I don't remember what Joseph does. So I'm assuming it's like a blend of these. I don't know. Is that what Joseph does? He does this? Yeah, that's definitely not what I do.
Jotaro's is like the point.
Oh yeah, the
And then
pose!
Joe's case is this.
All right,
Joe's
the strip.
Switch, JoJo, pose, 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 JoJo, pose,
Pose! Pose!
Joe's case is
All right, what's my favorite JoJo opening? So I'm about to plug myself right now. I have a separate YouTube channel called Weeby, or Weeb, or We Believe, which is where I do anime and video game covers, as well as cartoon covers on YouTube, and it's available on like iTunes and Spotify and stuff like that. And I've done a number of JoJo covers. And like I've done Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town with Billy, I've done Fighting Gold, Traitor's Requiem from Part 5. But there's something about the way Sono Chino Sadame just hits. Like just hearing the Sono Chino Sadame, I'm just like, oh my God. I love them all. I can tell you that I don't like Chase. I don't like Chase. That is my least favorite.
So let all your cares fade away. The ticking clocks will capture the beat as we dance the night away. Crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
Ooh, what does voice acting mean to me? Voice acting is so hard to describe because everybody has their own opinion of what voice acting is, and I'm sure you guys have heard it a million times, but honestly, voice acting, I think, for me is just, having fun and letting out an outlet. When I was growing up, I always thought I wanted to be an animator. And then when I actually got to do it, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I've always wanted to be, in some way, shape, or form, involved with cartoons, or just like, you know, anime, or just like anything, really. Just like creative media. It's just so much fun, and whenever someone asks me, it's like, oh, is it fun? And I was like, yeah, it absolutely is a blast. I get to play pretend like every day. Like, I get to be the villain, I get to be the older brother, I get to be the protagonist, I get to be some schmuck off the side of the road, I get to die, but not really. It reminds me a lot of when I was a kid and I would just play Dragon Ball in the backyard with my brother and my cousins. Just, you know, we'd all like pick a character and play pretend. And, I mean, now in a professional way, but like, nonetheless, it's just so much fun, and I'm glad I get to be a part of this. Well, thank you for watching my interview. This was so much fun, and thank you, Anime Impulse, for having me. If you want to keep up with me, make sure to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, all under KaggyFilms. And if you would like to hear more of my singing, because apparently Yuri has the voice of an angel, I don't think I do, but if you want to check it out, I have a second account on YouTube called Weeby, or We Believe, and we've done I've done covers of like My Hero, JoJo, Dragon Ball, so make sure to go check it out. And if you have all the Fire Emblem Yuri art, as long as you credit the artist, make sure to link me, because I would love to see more. And thank you guys, and subscribe to Anime Impulse. It's somewhere over there. I don't know, YouTube changes its layout like every 5 years, so subscribe!